What is going on, you guys? Zach here from PremiumBeat.com. Today we're going to be talking about utilizing sound cues to take you from one scene to the next. See, that was like a sound cue that took you into this moment. So basically I'm going to be talking about more of those and how to utilize them for your film to make scene transitions way cooler for your movie. Now, hard cut audio cues are utilized in short films, feature films, documentary. It's a really good way to enter and exit a scene. So we have this scene here. Girl wakes up in bed and then enters dining room. So we could play it out this way where essentially she wakes up and then just enters. Or we could do a hard cut sound that signifies the gap between the two locations. So using that curtain pull, that makes a fine line between the two locations and acts as a really good transition piece to take us from one place to the other. One of the biggest things that you see in film utilized all the time is cutting on the door. So many films just cut on a door transition, whether it's like wide exterior of building, then cut to a door opening. It's a really good way to enter a scene because you're entering a room, you're entering a space, and that is usually done in the script writing stage. So let's say within the script you have character enters room, or interior house, you would start the scene with the character entering the room. It's a really great way to transition into a scene, into that space, and utilizing one of the tools part of the space rather than the character just appearing there. And it doesn't have to be a doorway utilized. You can actually cut into another scene by having a hard cut sound like someone waking up from a nightmare. And you can see how that is a much better impact than just, let's say, we start with her opening her eyes up quietly. You're starting with a bang. You're capturing the audience's emotions right away and getting them into the scene. And the greatest thing about hard cut transitions is it doesn't have to be entering a scene. You can actually do it exiting a scene. So let's say you have a shot of some guy walking up to another guy and then he shoots him with a gun. You can use the gunshot sound to transition you into the next scene, using that bang and then moving us into the next scene like this. So it's always thinking about the edit before you go into your scene. So always keep a conscious mind of going, okay, how am I going to enter the scene and how am I going to exit the scene? How does the scene fit with the other scenes that play around it, and do they flow together well? Because as a film director, that's kind of your job. And as an editor, it really feels good when you have maybe an auditory cue, visual cue, or some sort of swell, something that you can play with to put the two scenes together, because that's essentially what you're doing. You have all these puzzle pieces and you're trying to fit them together, but sometimes there isn't enough stuff to work with and the scenes don't flow together, and doing something like a narrative is really difficult. So audio cues are really fun to play with and you can do like so much stuff with it. Whatever you're doing, make sure there's some sort of audio cue or transitional piece that can get you into that scene and complements the scene that plays prior to it.
That's what they all say, big boy. Come here, buddy.
Hopefully this tutorial can help you out with your filmmaking. I know I utilize it with every single movie that I work on. If you guys have any ideas, comments, or concerns, please write them in the comment section below. I'd love to answer any questions that you have or just hear some ideas that you have regarding audio cues. Thank you so much for watching this. I loved making this tutorial. This is something that I'm really passionate about, and I hope that you guys can utilize this to your films as well, because it is super duper effective. If you like this tutorial and want to check out more, subscribe to PremiumBeat. There is some really, really great content on there by some really incredible creators. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Zach here, and I will see you guys in another tutorial.